How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 8 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Pallegney. And where we last left off, we ended up working on the last remaining contracts for the winter, and we ended up buying the sheep pasture over just down the road from the farm. And yeah, we were able to mow the grass. We were able to make it into silage. And yeah, we were just working on just preparing for the winter and getting through it. And now here we are through the winter as we are now in March. And now we have contracts again. The snow has come and gone. We were able to just kind of hunker down for a couple of months and, sit tight, waiting for everything to be good to go. But now work is back on the table. We've got contracts we need to work on. We have 3 fertilizing contracts. They are plentiful at this point because now people are needing stuff to be done to their fields. So we've got this this contract here that we're getting ready to drive off to. It's actually just down the road over here. We've worked on this field once before on a plowing contract. I think it was a few episodes ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we just need to get to work and start making money because, as you can see, we are now down to $30,000 almost, and it's just, yeah, it has been a rough winter. We're just spending and spending and spending, just trying to survive the winter. We were able to survive it, thankfully, and here we are now on the other side. So now that we're on the other side, let's go ahead, turn in here. We might even be able, oh yeah, we'll be able to get this in one pass. Look at that. Very cool. So yeah, once we get through this contract, we'll have to go ahead and return all this equipment up to the shop. Once we return it to the shop, we can then collect on this contract, and then we'll just have to walk to the next one. Now, the next contract is actually just down the street from the shop area there. So yeah, it's all going to work out very nicely. We've just been kind of chugging along. We've got tons of silage back at the farm. It's all been fermented. It's sat over the winter, and we're actually going to be able to uncover it and do something with it. I'm kind of kicking around the idea of just selling it because it's all loose right now. We don't actually need it. We've got a ton of manure that we need to shovel up and put into our fertilizer maker. We've got, we just got tons of stuff that we still need to catch up on. The fertilizer maker is full of stones. It's full of slurry. We've got slurry there, quite a bit, coming out from both the sugar beet production machine as well as our cows. They are just, chugging away as well. We had to refill the cows and actually all the animals over the winter time a couple of times because of, them just eating everything they can. So that field is done. Now, let's get this back over to the shop area so that we can drop it off, collect on the contract, and be able to just kind of, like I said, go from here. We've got at least two other fertilizer contracts. We might have another one, maybe. I'll have to see if it's still available when I get up there. But I'll go ahead and cut us out here and cut us back in as soon as we make it over to the next field. See you in a little bit. Alright, so I am back with some more equipment. I ended up checking out the other contract that was available. Thankfully, it was still available. We've got 2 more on top of this, but I figured this one would be a super quick and easy contract because you can see, itty bitty field, not too shabby whatsoever. We're going to be able to complete this lickety split. And just like that, we'll come to this end, spin around. And look at that. Not too shabby. Quick, easy, painless, as a matter of fact. We got to go back to go back up to the shop and cash out on this contract, and then continue with the other 2. Well, we got some pedestrian traffic, so I'll go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we make it to the next contract. Oh. Pedestrians just kind of come and go as they... okay. They cannot make up their mind. So, they just kind of do whatever they want. So at this point, like I said, cut us back out, cut us back in as soon as we get over to the next contract. We'll see ya. Alright, we're getting up to the next contract right over here. Let's go ahead and pan out. And kick this on. Perfect. So yeah, we're just going to be, chugging along, doing these contracts real quick because we need to make money. And so far, we're doing pretty good. We've made about 12 grand so far on just 2 contracts, which is, nothing to sneeze at whatsoever. These next 2 contracts should be a little bit better than what the other 2 were, just because of the size of the fields. So thankfully, that's going to be the case. Should be able to make, pretty decent amount of money with all these contracts. But as soon as we get done with this, gonna just rinse, lather, repeat. We have just put the last little bit here on this field. Like I said, we need to go back to the shop, drop off the equipment, and then head over to the next contract. So I will get working on that and meet you over at the next field. We'll see you there. All right, made it over to the last contract here. Let's go ahead, fire up the tractor, and get to work on this one, just like so. So yeah, once we finish off with this final contract here, I didn't see any more on the messaging boards, so what I'm going to do at this point is turn my attention back onto the farm. We've got several things we got to do there, including figuring out what to do with all that loose silage and figuring out what to do, well, not even figuring out, we have to get to work on continuing to make fertilizer, because we've got a load of manure that we can load into the Fertimaster and make into fertilizer. So that's what we need to do at this point. We need to continue to just produce and produce and produce as much fertilizer as we possibly can, so that once we finally get a decent enough load to send off to the train silo, we can actually, make a really good profit. So that is what we are working on at this point. But I will cut us out here and cut us back in once we start heading back to the shop. We'll see you there. So now we're just putting the finishing touches on this field here. And once we get this little patch done, then we will be completely done We'll take all the equipment over, and then we're going to go back to the farm and get to work there. Like I said, we got quite a bit of stuff to do over there. And yeah, we just got to get to doing it. A little bit of patch right there. Perfect. All right. Going to take all the equipment back to the shop, and I will meet you over at the farm. Alright, so I made it back from the shop area. I just came over to check on the sheep, see how they're doing. And let's go ahead and open the gate. Oh yeah, look at that. We are getting wool. We've got, oh, not too bad. I mean, 600 liters in a couple months. I mean, we've been chugging along here. We only have 12 sheep, but yeah, they're going to be good for a good long while. So yeah, let's go ahead and walk over to the farm. Head back out of here. And you can see, let's go ahead and cross over. This is one of our mustard fields right here, and it's doing really good. Same thing with the smaller field over closer by the farm, but let's go ahead and head over there. We're going to get into our telehandler and get to work. We've got, let's see. I'm probably going to figure out something to do with all that silage. I'm trying to figure out if I want to sell it or if I want to do something else with it. I'm not certain at this point. I mean, let's go ahead and uncover this bunker silo right over here. Get it uncovered, and then we can start working on the fertilizer first. So here we go. Get this uncovered. Yeah, look at the silage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We got a whole bunch of bales here. That's looking good. So first things first, we're going to take over all that manure right there and put it into the Ferdy Master. So let's drop this there. All right. I might actually take this over to the shop area just real quick and switch out for the weights instead of the 3-point link in the back, because this is just flopping everywhere. But while that's filling, let's go ahead and turn it on, and we'll start making some fertilizer. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make this just a little bit easier to handle, just because of how much weight is up in the front. We'll take out the 3-point link real quick, and we'll go ahead and swap in the weights. Yeah, I think 900 will do just fine. Oop. There, this should be a much smoother ride. Okay, perfect. And this should make quite a bit of fertilizer here. This should be a pretty good chunk. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're filling it up pretty good. We already have over 2,000 liters. There we go. I think we got maybe one more bucket worth. Before too much longer, we're gonna have to put some more fuel in this thing. Oh, we still have, okay, quite a bit of manure actually, more than what I originally anticipated. So we got actually one more bucket's worth. Like, not one more full bucket. We had one full bucket here, and we have at least another partial bucket. Oh yeah, we're just slamming this thing full. There we go. Yeah, this is working out perfect. We are just chugging along here. Okay. And there we go. Everything's all picked up, ready to go. So we're just going to let that chug along, just make all the fertilizer it can. We've got the sugar beet processing chugging along. And there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. We have over 5,000 liters already. And we've got, wow. Yeah, this is going to make a lot. We are going to get quite a bit out of this one. So let's go ahead and actually, let's see. So we got something like 85,000 liters in here. Yeah, 85,000, almost 86. So, yeah, we've got to figure out something to do with this. Let's see. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut us out from here. I want to kind of do a little investigating, figure out what will be kind of the best thing I can do for with that silage. If I should just sell it off, or if I should just you know, make TMR with it. I don't know. I mean, our cows, they're doing all right. Let's see. We did have to add straw to our cows over the winter time. So I bought 2 bales of straw to add, and seems to be doing just fine. You can see we have almost 40,000 liters of slurry here. We just raked out all the manure. So we've got to, yeah, we've got to feed them here soon. Just, yeah, they got 14,000 liters of food. How many bales of hay do we have? Hay, we've got 25 9,000 liter bales. Hmm. All right. Like I said, I'm going to cut us out here and try and figure out what is going to be my best approach. Our cows definitely need feed. But what's going to be better if I should rent out a little trailer to feed them with? Yeah, I think that'll probably be best. All right. I'm going to go get a trailer to mix up some TMR with. So I will be right... Actually, grab my telehandler. I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and called up to the shop and leased out a mixing wagon, but I also... There we go. Also kind of got a little combo pack. So I figured that it'd be good to kind of pad out some of my hay and silage here. So I got this. Got the Robert mixing wagon. But the nice thing about this, it also has a straw blower attached to it as well. So I'll be able to first fill this up with, I'm thinking just a single bale of straw. Use whatever amount of straw I can in the cow barn there, and then once I get that kind of at a good place, I'll be able to start filling this up with both hay and silage to be able to make my first mix of actually I need to go in and buy a bale, but I'll be able to make my first mix of TMR and dump that in there as well. So let's go ahead and purchase a bale. Thinking a good size bale. I skipped by it. Yeah, we'll grab this one here. Just one will be fine. Now let's open this up. I'm going to try and use the bucket to grab a hold of this. I think I'll be able to do that. Maybe. Let's turn this around the other side. Oops. Get up on its side. There we go. Got a hold of it. Perfect. So now we should be able to hook up to it and head on down the road. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here, cut us back in as soon as we get to the farm. We'll see you over there. Pulling into the farm here. Let's see if I can get it right through over here. This will be the quickest and easiest. Well, the quickest at least. There we go. Perfect. Then, okay. I don't want to load up all of this. Put in about, I don't know, maybe there. That should be enough. So now I need at least a bale of hay, or yeah, a bale of hay. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's see, 1 bale of that. Perfect. Drop that there. Because it's already up on its side, it should be easy to grab. There we go. Just like that. Let's put this right over here. And actually here. Okay, yeah, perfect. So that should be enough to make what we need. Let's get another scoop. So we're making the mix, it's just not the correct portions yet, but I think after this bucket full, I should have the right portions to have TMR. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Everything's in the green. Looking fantastic. Let's see. What is this up to? Yeah, a little bit more silage. Be able to top that off and we'll dump it into the cow barn. There we go. Perfect. So it's full, everything's in the green, exactly where we want it to be. Dump this back in. Just like that. go. And look at that. It is full. And we still have... Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. We have 20,000 liters of fertilizer all ready to go in there. Oof. This is a good amount of weight. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now we need to get as much of a running start as we can, trying to get up this little hill up here. And I'm going to have to change the tip side. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotta clear the bucket here. You know what? I gotta disconnect. No, why did I do that? Hey. Alright, change to back. Oh, there it is. Alright. 30,000. Whoops. 30,000 liters of TMR going in. That'll be a good chunk. We might make... do we want to make one more bucket full? We might. We might just make one more bucket full of TMR and then just kind of go from there. So we'll use one bale of hay. We'll pad out the rest with silage to get kind of a 50-50 mix and be good to go from there. But this is a nice little concoction here because we were able to take 30,000 liters of space, pad it with 8,000 liters plus of straw, and then only use the components necessary that we had to use in order to make the rest. So that actually worked out very, very nicely. It's still going. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. We'll finish out here. And let's see, where is food? 43,999. Perfect. Let's go and get one more bale. One more bale of hay. There we go. Oops. Whoa. Going in too hot, too fast. There we go. All right, 9,000 liters. So let's get at least 3, maybe 4 bucket loads of silage. That should be enough. So yeah, 3,900 liters. Alright, so that first bucket load just gave us TMR. Okay. go. So this is going to get us close to 50% in just these two buckets. Yeah, see, 53.46. And probably put one more bucket in and then be good. There we go. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. Perfect. So this is going to be enough feed for quite some time. Roll that back down. Let's get this straightened out just a little bit. So first load was 30,000 liters. We got another 20,000 liters here. So we're 50,000 liters of TMR in. And yeah, they should be more than adequately fed for quite some time. There we go. And let's see. Oh yeah. They're going to be pretty good for a while there. You can see we've got 8 of our cows almost ready to reproduce. That's going to be awesome. So we'll get 8 more there. And the big bulk of them, they'll reproduce before too much longer after that. And yeah, we're going to be pretty good shape with cows. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Feed is going up. So now I need to go ahead and take the mixer back up to the shop. And after I take that up to the shop, I need to, I guess, sell the rest of my... Oops. Sell the rest of my silage? That or... I wonder if I can sell TMR. I can make the rest in TMR and sell that at a better price. I don't know. Let me call around and figure some things out. Will it be worth keeping the mixer to make TMR and sell it, or will it not? Let me do some research. I'll cut us back in just a little bit. All right, so I have been racking my brain as to what it is that I can do at this point, and I think I came up with a really good solution. I called around and I called the animal dealer to the north of the property here and was trying to figure out what kind of livestock do they deal with in, the majority of cases for farms around here. And it turns out cows are a very big thing up here. And the animal dealer takes some of the feed that is necessary and basically has to outsource it to other parts of the area here, and they end up having to spend tons and tons and tons of money to do so. So what I had proposed is, what if I build a storage facility and basically a place for them to be able to store this feed long term and be able to hopefully help grow their business. We can partner together and go hand in hand here, to where I can be able to sell the feed to them and be able to sell it at a much cheaper rate than they have to be able to port it in from you know, outward sources. So they were like, this sounds amazing. Can we, what can we do? I told them, like, I need to get some finances in gear and be able to kind of set things up. There's a property just beside the animal dealer that seemed like a perfect location to be able to set this stuff up. So I called around. I called around to the real estate agent. They've got me kind of lining up to be able to purchase the land over there. I've got my contractor on the line, be able to get them all kind of set up and waiting in the wings, and we'll kind of work it out from there. But I want to be able to sell off all this fertilizer that I have stored here. Once I sell off the fertilizer, I'll then be able to hopefully be able to afford all this. I mean, everybody's really kind of chomping at the bit to really see if this can be done. And yeah, see, look at that, 20,000 liters. That's awesome. Let's get this back up and running. All right, so while that's cooking, let's go ahead and head over to the train station. And here, let's turn that off. There we go. We'll head over to the train station. We'll load this into the silo and then come back, get the rest of the fertilizer, because by the time I come back, it'll be pretty much all done then. I'll be able to load it into the train silo and take that out. I'll be able to make a really good amount of money on the sale of all this fertilizer, and that'll give me more than enough to be able to finance this proposition that I'm putting in place here. So let's go ahead and head to the train. Whoa. Yikes. Okay, let's do this. It seems like there's just too much weight on the tongue of this telehandler. So I'm going to switch out to the 3-point link just to get the weight off. Actually, I don't even need the 3-point link. I can just take off the weight. So let's do that. All right. I'm going to go take the fertilizer up to the silo, and then I will go ahead and cut us back in. Once we get there, get the next round of fertilizer all taken care of, and bring us back in here shortly. And there we go. Check it out. We got the first load of 20,000 liters up to the silo. Now we have an additional 10,000, almost 11,000 liters of solid fertilizer. This is fantastic. 30,000 liters just from a little bit of manure. That's fantastic. That is amazing. This should be more than enough to be able to bankroll the storage facility for the animal dealer up in the north there. So I am really looking forward to this, because this is going to be absolutely huge. It's going to give me a good competitive selling point for any forage that I want to create and use in excess. Because if we were to take a look at the prices around here, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. To sell TMR around here, it's like $70 per 1,000 liters. It's absurd. I could just sell the silage straight up by itself and make $300 per 1,000 liters. So it doesn't make any sense. But I've got a commitment from the animal dealer to be able to purchase it for $370 per 1,000 liters, or even larger, depending on their need. And them being a huge cattle distribution center for this local area, TMR is a big deal. It's an absolute big deal. So I'm really looking forward to this. They're really looking forward to this, because this is going to save them a ton of money. It's going to make their lives a lot easier. They're going to have fresh TMR, which means that the cows that they deal with are going to be a lot healthier, a lot happier than what they have at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way up to the silo, because this is going to probably take me a little bit to get up there with this heavy load. As you can see, I am slowing down. I will cut us out and cut us back in as soon as we get there. We get the train loaded and we make our sale, because we've got well, probably around 50,000 liters of solid fertilizer. It's going to be about right there, probably about there, maybe 55,000 liters. And yeah, and you can see there's the silo right over there, just waiting for me to get there. So I will cut us out now, cut us back in as soon as we get there. Alright, so we are pulling up here to the silo. I just need to dump this into the storage hold, and then once we have it in there, we'll be able to call the train and figure it out from here. So let's go ahead and back this up. Once this is dumped in, perfect. All right, let's go call the train. Let's see, stairs are over here. There they are. Let's call the train. All right, train's coming up pretty quick. That's awesome. Turn the help window off. There it is. Look at there. So let this pull into the station. All right. So now let's see what kind of numbers we're dealing with here. $45,000 liters. Okay, so not as much as I thought, but still going to be, should be more than enough to bankroll what I have in mind. So let's get this all loaded like so, and now we take off. I'm just really looking forward to this. And you can actually see way in the distance, that's the animal dealer right there at the top of the hill. Just to the right of that property, just behind the tree line there, is the proposed building site for all this. I should have more than enough money after this. I'll have to cross a few T's, dot a few I's, and be able to get the proper sign-offs that are going to be needed. But once we get all that stuff taken care of, we can build the storage holds and have a brand new sell point for the animal dealer there. It's going to be fantastic. So let's get this out for sale. I will cut us out here, cut us back in once this is sold, once we get all the legalese all taken care of. Have to figure out all that stuff, but once we all get that done, then we should be good to go. I'll see you in a little while. All right, so I am so pumped for what just happened. So we sold all that fertilizer for $125,000. Not bad at all. Very, very good, as a matter of fact. That then bankrolled being able to buy property, set up the facility, get it all up and running, and be able to buy the partnership with the animal dealer, be able to just get all the legal jargon in the background taken care of. It's now all said and done, and it's official. I have a new place to be able to sell TMR at a premium price. If we take a look, total mixed ration, I could have sold it to the animal dealer directly for $76. Nothing special. The city, $73. Again, nothing special. But because we're setting it up as a storage facility to be able to have loads of this stuff on hand, they're going to pay $370 per 1,000 liters right now. And that price is going to flex, but it is so much better. Because again, looking at silage, $300 just for the base of silage. Then you throw in the other components like hay and straw. I mean, you're talking just the hay by itself. It wouldn't have been worth it. Wouldn't have been worth it to make it into TMR to sell. I would have been losing money on just the silage alone. But now we have something that's a bit more of a competitive price. It makes so much more sense now that we're doing it this way rather than trying to do it any other way. So I think what we are going to do now is we're going to make a load of TMR to take up to sell. So that way you'll be able to see the facility and kind of check it out from here, because it's a beaut. It is an absolute beaut. So let's go ahead, hook up to the wagon here. Stop right there. Let's go ahead and open the bucket. Ooh. Did not mean to do that. At all. Well, I tell you what. I'll go ahead and make the TMR in the background, and then I will cut us back in once we get up to the sell point. So, yeah. I will cut us back in. I'll go ahead and just drop this bucket off because I'm gonna need my spikes. So let's go ahead and drop that there. All right, cut us back in as soon as I can. We'll see you in a while. All right, so here we are up in the northern area, just past the farm here, and we are approaching the animal dealer here to my left. And just in the distance there, those two silos, that is the facility we built. This is the partner facility to the animal dealer here. I have 20,000 liters, just a little bit more, of TMR, and we are getting ready to sell this off. I am really excited about this because, like I said, this is something that is going to significantly increase the value at which that we're going to get for our TMR compared to the other sell points. And what's also nice about this is we now have a location to sell other things other than the there we go, other than just TMR. We can sell I believe we can sell sugar beets and various other products. So let's see what we get for this 20,000 liters worth of TMR. should be relatively decent price, but certainly going to be a much better price than what we had before. And again, just look at this facility. This is amazing. We built this, and we are now in a partnership with the animal dealer right next door. So they have a place to hold all their feed that they're going to need, and then some. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So we're just about done here. There we go, $7,600 for that 20,000 liters of feed. Absolutely fantastic. Also, while I was on my way over here, I ended up buying a new bucket, something with just a little bit more capacity than what I had before, and I'm hoping that's going to be a little bit more functional than the one I had before. But I'm going to head back to the farm and just keep on making some TMR, because we've got all that product there at the farm just sitting in the silo. Might as well use it. Might as well make something with it. So I will meet you back there in just a little while. Alright, so I made it back here to the farm, and I am just going to keep on rinse, lather, and repeat what we've been doing here. Figure we can get about $7,000 per rough load that we'll be able to take up there with this particular mixer, but that's not too bad. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about all the progress we made today. We sold off a ton of fertilizer. We were able to get a ton of money for it, which is amazing. That's always a good thing. And pow, look at that. Quick scoop worked out very nicely. But yeah, I mean we made our first trip for our TMR here. We've done a lot. We did quite a bit here. Made a ton of fertilizer. We sold fertilizer. We have just been racking it up. We are now up to $172,000 in the bank. We'll be able to pay off, well, probably actually after everything's all said and done, probably be able to pay off a really good chunk of the loan that we owe, if not all of it, really. But yeah, that's that's really exciting. One of those that we'll be able to hopefully do that before too much longer. But all that being said and done, after completing everything we have here today, I'm pretty happy where we left, or where we're leaving things. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show them by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.